Hello, my name's Anthony Duchesne. I'll be making a short video. It's the integration project. The title of this video would be Key Aspects of Jesus' Life and Teaching. We'll move right to Israel. Keep my notes available. We'll go right into Jerusalem, and a lot of scripture that mentions Jerusalem is in the Old Testament, but there is parts of the New Testament that mention Israel. Share a scripture in Matthew 24:1-2. Jesus come out of the temple and was going away when his disciples came up to point out the temple buildings to him, and he said to them, "Do you not see all these things? Truly I say to you, not one stone here will be left upon another which will not be torn down." Was torn down many times, beseeched many times. In this course, we use maps as an overview. Was able to study the geography, the area that Jesus was in. See that the land there is different than what we're used to. I tried to talk about the some of the pottery that was found. When you do that, you're talking about the different ages. But it's good to research the archaeological digs. A lot of information comes out of Tel Aviv, the university. They used the animals in agriculture. The olive press is important, the grape press. And they had watchtowers that they used. The cities were fortified with walls to protect them. There was many gates. In our studies, we would have learned. We learned of the 6-chamber gate, and there is one of them's been uncovered there in Israel. Go into the houses to see how they were built. We talked about archways. We talked about the Greek and Roman influence, the roadways, the tribal boundaries. Talked about the different cities. Jesus through the Middle Eastern Eyes readings. Do a quick overview, and I'll dive right into that. Let me get to my notes here. Very happy with the book. I've had it for a couple of years. I had it prior to the course and have used it. Bailey is had lived. He lived in Egypt. So what he's trying to do is to show different layers of a Middle Eastern culture to in comparison to a modern Western culture, and what our interpretation of Jesus, the light, the actual historical context, the cultural setting, so that he wraps that up. I didn't find it too problematic. Moving along, it's a good welcome to going to Israel and seeing these things and being able to know that Jesus was human. He was amongst people, and this was what that place was like and how things were going during that time. I believe from the reading, I was able to get a new understanding of Jesus. There are some things that lead into further research. He talks about the birth of Jesus, the genealogy, the Beatitudes, the Lord's Prayer, the miracles, the actions of Jesus, the woman at the well, and then there's a lot of talk about the parables. In just a moment here, let me see if I have anything I want to share. So as I conclude here, what I want to say is that if we're tracing a path and we go to Jerusalem, and we study the history, and we see where Jesus walked and where he was teaching, we could trace that to our Western culture. It does open our eyes to the Middle Eastern culture, and we are able to draw from that historically, culturally, and then we have key knowledge of Jesus's teaching now that we've been there and was able to see it.